Hi everyone, it's Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 10, latest news and updates. It has been a few days. Hopefully you guys had a safe holiday, and we are back. We are just a few days away from Fear the Walking Dead. Really looking forward to ramping up our Walking Dead conversation. So tonight we are going to talk about the Walking Dead universe. There's going to be a little bit of fear, some news that's out there, a lot of good updates with this. I don't know if you're going to like all of them, but news is news, and I am going to try to start ramping up the streams again. I know it is that time of year that we come out in full force, so I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. If everything prevails, we will have a stream tomorrow night, Thursday night, and also Friday night, so we'll be up on our normal schedule. So before we get too far into it, I do want to give a shout-out to all the patrons. You can see them up there on the screen. Thank you so much to the patrons for everything that you guys do. And let's get into a little bit of Walking Dead knowledge. And we're going to start out because you guys can see down in the description below. So Skybound put out their mailbag, and in their mailbag we find some of the best data that's out there. Now look, they don't always give you like confirmed spoilers, but what they do a lot of times is they reel the news back in. So people will ask questions, and I'm a little concerned sometimes when somebody asks the same question over and over and over again. But they do say, hey, well, 3 months ago this was already confirmed, so it hasn't changed a little bit. There are a couple that really I would like to see AMC, Robert Kirkman, the writers change their mind on, but I'm not in control of it. I wished I were, because I could come up with some really, really good storylines. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about some of these. So when I talk about one of the breaking news or a myth or something that's in between, feel free to add your theories, whether you think they'll change their mind, what could happen. I know the comic book has one direction. They certainly have switched that up a little bit. But these are questions directly from the mailbag, if you guys have not seen that, and we're going to take it to a whole different level. So, you guys ready? All right, let's do this thing. So, the first thing, the question that came up, and this is something we brought up several times, is the time skip. So, what has kind of been alluded to at the time skip is how pregnant is Rosita? Like, how far along is she? Is she like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months? So, this is the question, like, how huge of a time jump can we expect? And the answer was that they didn't have an exact number, but it's safe to say at least a season or two has passed since the wintry season finale. Things are going to pick up with a little bit more of a time passage, but not a giant one like they had before. But winter will be over, and some people are going to be in a different emotional space, is the exact question. So, 1 season, 2 seasons. So you're looking somewhere between 2 months and 6 months. And, I mean, it's safe to say any of those, right? So 2 months to 6 months, how much time do they need to really, Julie McGuire says she's going on 17 months pregnant. So here's the question. Who was pregnant longer, Rosita or Maggie? And Lori, I don't think Lori was very long. But Rosita and Maggie both seemed like it's like forever. Maggie was like 3 seasons pregnant. Maggie was like real time 3.5 years. it's some good comments here. All right. We're going to get to the next topic conversation. The Rick Grimes movie. Where's June Smith? Is June Smith here? And do me a favor, Green Team. We've got 4 more days for June Smith. There she is. 4 more days. And I got a real quick question. Does anybody know who the next superfan is based on the surveys that we did a couple months back? Remember, we set it up several months in advance. But we got a brand new super fan. It's going to be starting out on June 1st. Exactly, our very own Mitch True Puddin'. So we've had Will the Bill, we've had June Smith, and there will be a brand new emoji representing Mitch Puddin'. So one can only imagine what it could be. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with that. All right, so June, this was a question, and it's not your Twitter account, but it just as well been. So when I saw this question, I was like, oh, June must ask this question. Are we ever going to get an update about the Rick Grimes movies? I love this. Are we ever going to get an update anytime soon? I'm trying to think of what's wrong with that sentence. It's like it's got two different time requests there. One, are we ever, and then anytime soon. Oh, whatever. Anyway, I need something, anything on them. And the answer, it's not real cryptic, but it is stalling just a little bit more. It says, we promise you guys will get an update sooner rather than later. Seriously. So, what does that tell you? See, when I read that comment, I'm like, oh, I know when the announcement's coming. Let's see if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking. Comic-Con, of course. It's going to be one of the big announcements at Comic-Con. We're going to have the Walking Dead trailer, and then we're going to have big Walking Dead news for the Rick Grimes movie. So, I want to pause on that topic just for a little bit. Because I've been doing a little thinking about the Rick Grimes movie. You know, how it could play out, what the storyline could be. And, you know, I thought at one point, like, and please don't take this the wrong way. Do you guys think a lot of... Don't answer this as a Walking Dead fan. I need... You know what? Before I ask this, I need your complete, unbiased opinion. I'm not going to ask the question unless you guys promise me or make a commitment to me that you're just not going to give me a knee-jerk reaction and say, yes, you know, like a Walking Dead fan. So I'm going to ask the question, but I have to ask you first to take a step back out of your Walking Dead fandom, because I know we're hardcore. Roxanne says you guys will behave. And I'll know, because if I get a knee-jerk reaction, I'm going to know it's the Walking Dead passion coming out of you. Okay. I got to ask this question in two parts. So, do you think that a lot of non-Walking Dead fans are really going to be interested in a Rick Grimes movie? Now, I had to take a step back and think about that, because I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Now, I know some former Walking Dead fans will. But do you think, like, this is the type of movie that they're going to be like, oh, you know, it's like Jack Reacher, or it's going to be like John Wick? Okay, fair enough. I'm seeing some people saying maybe some people are saying probably not. Depends on how well it's promoted. Fluff says it. Of course, Fluff says, of course, it'll be a romantic comedy between Rick and June Smith. All right. Green team, is that worth a kills coin, or is it too early? It's our first stream of the week. Do we want to give out a kills coin quite that fast? I'm gonna let the group vote on it. So Will the Bill says 999 ladies with some flowers, fellas, a little bit of fist bump. Kills, just blowing it up, and we love you, June Smith. I'm at a stoplight. Good, safe. All right, it does look like Fluff got his foot in the door early. So Kel, if you can update the ledger. And let's get Fluff on the board with the first kills coin of the week. Now, I am going to change it up just a little bit. If you guys earn kills coins during the week, we are going to allow those to be given away once during the stream. So if you want to put somebody on the spot, you want to stump them, if there's somebody you see chatting during the week and you're like, all right, I'm going to save my kills coin and I got somebody in mind. Then, new rule. Okay, so we've kind of established that the Rick Grimes movie will most likely only appeal to former Walking Dead fans that love Rick Grimes and current Walking Dead fans. And a few people. You know, there are people that watched. See, I think with Black Summer, a good portion of those were Walking Dead fans. But some people that watch Black Summer, they may be interested in that. All right, June Smith says, I think people are curious about what happened to Rick. I am, and guess what? Everybody else better be, or I'm coming for them. So, June, I certainly think you're right with our group. And 4 or 5 million fans. But is it going to be the type of thing that starts to lure Game of Thrones fans or people from other genres? I'm not sure. I don't want to answer that question too fast. Here's why I ask. Because in one of the previous streams, I said, well, I think, look, if they're going to fly Rick away on a helicopter, then we need a different Rick Grimes. We need kind of season 1, season 2. We need badass Rick Grimes. We don't need the emotional snot bubble beat down Rick Grimes that was fighting with people and wasn't sure, a little bit indecisive. Would you agree with that? That we need a tougher version of Rick. Maybe not Terminator Rick. Okay. We're mostly in agreement. And I know, look, we're not going to get everybody on board. But then a thought occurred to me that let all the air out of my balloon. Rick can't shoot worth a crap, so it's impossible. Okay, we're stuck. We're stuck in this Walking Dead purgatory. We don't know if we're going to be able to get new fans. We need an amazing Rick who can shoot and kill and do things to allure a new audience, but Rick can't shoot anything. So it's almost like the helicopter people need to take him away and make him into like the $6 million man, or change him up somehow in order to, like, a cyber Rick Grimes. We need like a cyber Rick Grimes. Well, right, Rhonda. I mean, he did get better. He shot the rope on the second try. Jack says a hatchet. Okay, a hatchet Rick Grimes. Yeah, you know, A Hatchet Rick Grimes I think I'm okay with because he doesn't have his gun anyway. So maybe that's the point. Maybe that's part of the reason why he left the gun behind. Because, like, why take it? Not going to hit anything with it. June Smith, super chat, and says, can I just give a big hug to Finney for having cosplayer Rick shout out to me? William Finney, that warmed my heart. And Sheila Mack for sending me all the pics from the Dead Bash. So if you guys are not members of our Facebook fan page, check it out. We're pushing to 1,500. But there's a few new people here. And if you're watching the playback, I could probably share hundreds of stories with you of how the members sort of do things for other members here. And if you haven't seen it, the cosplayer who does the Rick Grimes impersonations actually did a shout out to June Smith, who's a big Rick Grimes fan, and basically said, June Smith, I'm coming to find you. It's awesome. But that's the type of thing that I'm not bashing other channels. It's weird. Anytime I even make a comparison to our channel and other people out there, then immediately I get hate mail like, oh, why are you dogging other people's channels? I'm not. What I'm doing is I'm saying it's a closer knit group here, and it's a group that goes out of their way more than other groups. Would you guys agree with that? Those in the Army and potential people that might want to join our channel, potential people that might want to hang out for a stream, would you guys agree that it is a more of a bonded group? And if you're watching the playback, leave your comments in that too. Because I know I'm going to get 3 or 4 people that are just going to be like, oh, I know who you're talking about. No, I'm not talking about anybody. I'm just talking about how I watch you guys in the stream, and I watch. That sounded creepy. Kills is watching. No, I'm not watching you. I observe. That's the same thing. There's not a word. Okay, I'm creepy and I watch what you type. How about that? No, some of your comments are really neat comments. So I thank you for that, and I thank you for partnering with each other. It's not always about me doing something. It's about you guys doing it for each other. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. I think we got there. All right, we're going to move on to the next mailbag. This is another one, and it is Negan news. And basically same procedures every month. Any rumors about Negan movie or a Negan Savior spinoff? Okay. Well, here's the comment, and I'm going to give you my opinion on this. I don't like this question because this question has been asked for 3 straight years. So it says, that would be a negative. Don't hold your breath on that happening either. And it says, but who knows? I don't think there's enough interest in a Negan movie, and I certainly don't think there's interest in a prequel to how the Saviors were formed. Now, there are some people in this stream who are saying, you know what, I don't care if it's Walking Dead, I will watch anything Walking Dead, and I'm right there with you. I would watch it. I wouldn't love it. I don't need it. If we're going to do Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, a brand new spinoff, and a Rick Grimes movie series, I'm good. I'm good. So, Negan going around Lucilleing people before he was taken out of power, no, I don't need to see that. And a Negan movie is just going to be, it's just going to be Morgan on Fear the Walking Dead with funnier lines. Because that basically, a Negan movie would have to be something of him helping people. And Morgan's already kind of cornered that market. But Negan would he would make fun of you before he would give you the bottle of water. So it would be a little bit different. But no, I think he's too big of the show. Or in gym shorts. He could be in gym shorts and look like Danny from Grease. All right, Nerdy Nicole Reaction says, I'm interested in anything Negan, just saying. And Nerdy Nicole, I don't hate that comment because I am interested in Negan. I just don't know that there's enough material. If we're going to struggle to get new people, I think, for the Rick Grimes movie, and Rick was a star at a whole different level. Negan is funny in a supporting cast role. I don't know Negan could carry a show. And I just think you're probably looking at something that would maybe get less viewers than Fear. And I don't know. It's just my feeling. So, let's see. Princess Pie 999 Army is not just a channel. It's a family, a safe place to be, and people support and help each other. I want to thank 999 for all the love and all the smile you guys. And Kills, and the smile you guys and Kills put on my face every single stream. That is very sweet. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat, and more importantly, what an amazing comment. So, let me say, from a number from 1 to 5, what is your threshold for a Negan miniseries or a Negan movie? And if you don't think you would want to see it, put 0. If you're like, no, I'm cool, I know all I need to know about Negan, put 0. If you'd like to see like 1 backstory, if you'd like to see 5, just kind of curious. I mean, some would watch them all. I get it. I would watch them all. I would probably put a 0 because I don't need it. But if it came out, I would support it. And I think many of our viewers are like that. I mean, I'm not going to dog it. I'm not going to say, yeah, you know, I'm a Walking Dead fan regardless. So I'm not going to criticize it. All right. But the question has been asked many, many times by viewers. And it's been answered the same way every time. All right. All right. This news absolutely breaks my heart. And I guess I've heard this before too, so I can't really criticize the Negan question because this is a question that I want to ask over and over again too. And no, this is not my question. Ever consider doing a Clementine-based show or overall anything Telltale's related ideas in the near future? I'm extremely curious. So, and this is something I really, really hope they change their mind on. The answer is, although that would be cool, Robert Kirkman has repeatedly said that Clementine would not cross over from the video game space. Why? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand why she can't be made for television. This one confuses me more than anything else. Because look, I mean, you can bring I mean, there's all kind of movies that cross over. Or all kinds of games that cross over. And not all of them are great. We got June Smith Super Chat. Let's give a huge shout out to Kills. We missed you, dude. Well, thank you. And June, you know what? I missed you guys, and we are certainly going to be ramping up our streams, our theories, our predictions. You do know that, you know what? I got to address a comment. I kind of need like an asshat of the week award. And if you're a loyal fan and you just made a bad comment and I called you an asshat, I'm sorry. But when I read the comment, I didn't like it. And I get a lot. I get a lot of interesting comments. No. So I made a complaint. Not a complaint. I said something in a stream. And it was the Fear the Walking Dead stream we talked about. And I said, I'm very disappointed that the first 4 episodes have been released. You guys remember me saying that? And I said, because we like to do funnels and we like to do predictions up until Wednesday, until the spoilers come out. And then what we like to do is we like to compare the spoilers to our predictions. That's what we do here, right? So when I made that comment, this person leaves a comment and says, I'm ad-libbing. I don't have the exact comment. But his comment was, a spoiler channel upset about spoilers. That's funny, LOL. First of all, we're not a freaking spoiler channel. We're not. It's not what we do. And that, I'm sorry, it hit a nerve. It just pisses me off when people say that about our channel. And it's like, oh, it's a spoiler channel. It's not a spoiler channel. We do Freestyle Friday. We do countdown videos. We do reaction videos. We do one spoiler video a week if the spoilers are out. And the only reason we do it is because they're out. And people have the right not to tune into those spoilers. So when you're doing, at one point last year during Walking Dead, we were doing 17 streams a week. And one of those streams was a spoiler stream. All right, I had to get that off my chest. And the reason I wanted to get it off my chest is because I wanted to say it again. Yes, I am bummed about AMC Premiere. I am bummed that there was a viewing and and many people in the media got to watch the first 4 episodes, so you know it's going to leak. And the media can't keep anything secret. But I've probably said this a million times. I would prefer there were no spoilers at all. But when there are, there are. And if we're not talking about it, other people are. So anyway, I want to clarify that one more time. So if you're watching the playback and you think that all we do, and you know what? We announce them. We put it on our Facebook fan page. We tell people when they're going to be spoiler videos. All right. Princess Pie says, Kill's the most dedicated streamer ever. Thank you. The 999 Army is the most dedicated group. But, hey, if we get information, I mean, we're going to be, with that being said, Thursday night, we're probably going to be talking Fear the Walking Dead spoiler. And I can already tell you there's spoilers out there. But I have not accessed them, and I'm not going to access them. So when we talk Fear tomorrow, as far as I'm concerned, anything that I talk about will be spoiler-free. All right. So the bad news is there's still apparently no Clementine. Now, is it possible Joe Fulford, we haven't gotten to that yet. Hold tight. That is one of the questions. But let me finish with the Clementine topic. So how would you guys feel if the next series next year, they're going to be filming in Virginia, and it is about two younger ladies, could be teen, could be early adult, we don't know the age yet. How would you guys feel if maybe that's just Clementine under a different name? Can I hope for that? So you can probably hear it in my voice. Like, I'm getting happy here. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe we'll still get the character and they'll just call her something else. But we'll know that it's kind of a callback. It'll just be Jen, or it'll be Rhonda, or it'll be Sheila. It'll be Sheila Mack. Yeah, it'll be something. And she'll just, she'll start out without the ball cap, and somewhere along the way, she'll get the ball cap, and it's going to be like, okay, now I see what he did. He didn't give us Clementine. Joe, Clementine she's a beast from the Telltale video game, the Walking Dead universe video game. So Eddie Pizzle says, Clem would be way better for the comic if they could depict her more accurately. Eddie, I'm not that far along in the comic, but here would be my question. Does the comic need her, or do they need her for a boost? Or is it kind of peaking? Are they doing well? I guess that would be kind of my question. But look, the spinoff may be fine. But I just have to say, maybe Robert Kirkman has said many times, like, well, we're not going to cross her over. But let me put this in perspective. If they would have made the announcement last year and a new series was okay, there were people that said, a new series, I want to watch it. There were other people who said, okay, another Fear. But if that announcement last year would have been, The Walking Dead is starting a third series and it's going to be The Adventure of Clementine, wow. I'm going to tell you right now, trust me when I tell you this, it would have had the popularity of the core franchise. I know some of you are probably like, come on, Kills. Really? You're talking about Rick Grimes. You're talking about Daryl. You're talking about Maggie, Carol. If they converted the characters from that game into a TV show, and you had Kenny, and you had Lee, and you had Clementine, the gamers would have supported it. So when you're talking about Walking Dead getting about 7-8 million viewers, and when you talk about Fear the Walking Dead getting about 4 million viewers, I can tell you for a fact that the Telltale game had much, much more people playing the game. So all those gamers would have crossed over. And the Walking Dead fans would have crossed over. And you don't have to kill them. You could have kept Kenny alive. You could have kept Lee alive. You'd have your own John Dory. You'd have your own... it's big. I would have done it. I would have done it that way. And even if there were rights with Telltale, I would have split the royalty with them. AMC could have went to Telltale and said, hey, look, I know you guys developed some of these characters on your own. AMC owns, Robert Kirkman owns some rights to them. I would have worked it out, and I would have bought the rights to it and made it into a TV show. And you could have, some of the adventures, you could have just kind of redid them, and they would have been great for television. All right, we got Ecom. Ecom says, what's up, 999 Army? I'm at work. Here is some support. Thank you so much, Ecom. Appreciate that support. And hopefully you're having a good time at work, and you got us playing in the background. Yeah, I mean, Wilson Charlie could. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, let me get through this season with Charlie. I'm okay with Charlie right now. She did kill Nick. Let's see. Let's see if there's full redemption for her. All right, got a few more comments. I know some people had super chatted it. I do like this comment. I'm not going to open this Game of Thrones can of worms yet. Because I know the gloves come off. But this person did comment, and it said, don't mess up the ending of Walking Dead like HBO did. And, you know, they had several different reactions to Game of Thrones. But the Walking Dead mailbag, Skybound, did say, knock on wood, we have a while to go before ending the comic or the show. So I always feel optimistic when I see that. And I feel like The Walking Dead has 10 more years. Maybe not the main show, but I feel like the franchise has 10 more years. Najee Watt says, good evening, Kills 999 Army. Do you think Rick's story ends with his family together in the movies, or they will build up RJ to lead the show later? Najee, that's a great question. So, I don't think they know. I don't think that... I know Robert Kirkman says he knows how the comic's going to end. With the TV show, I think they have options of how they could end it. And they probably have a 5-year option, 8-year option, 10-year option. And it's all going to be based on what we do, the popularity. If we're watching, if we're watching and they can sell commercial ads, they can sell slots, yeah, maybe you build it up. You know, is the next generation going to embrace RJ as a leader? Maybe, depending on who goes into that role, how they do it. So there's certainly some possibilities. I don't feel like the Rick Grimes movie is going to be the end of Rick Grimes. Do you agree with that, June Smith? Do you think the Rick Grimes movie is going to be 3 episodes and then Rick dies, or do you think that they're going to keep on going? Do 3 and then do it again in a couple years? Because I think they're going to pull Michonne. Well, obviously they're going to pull Michonne off the TV show. But I do think they're pulling Michonne off so they can continue the Rick Grimes movies. I just asked the question because I got to see June's unfiltered reaction. And look, I know somebody typed this earlier, and I'm not picking on you, but I don't like the word milking it. I think it's such a derogatory tone or comment. Like, AMC's just going to milk it. So when I hear something like that, I disagree with it. I think there's another way to say it. And I think as long as they have a fan base, when I feel like somebody says they're milking it, I feel like they're giving you a watered down product that's not good. Do you guys, do we concur on that? Like they're giving you less and just trying to rush it out. To me, that's what milking it is. So, if the story is good, which it was amazing last season, and Angela Kang did an incredible job, I don't think that's milking it. I think it's developing the franchise. Because now you've got a niche. You got a Rick Grimes movie that people want to see. You've got Angela Kang doing a tremendous job. You've got Dwight, Morgan, John Dory, Althea. You got Alicia. You got a cast of characters on Fear the Walking Dead. I thought last season was the best season of Fear. And you got a brand new series that we'll see. We'll see if it's entertaining. So, although the popularity might not be what it was in Season 3 or Season 4, from a viewer standpoint, I still think it is very popular, and it's not watered down to a point where it's bad. Some people have left the show, I understand. But some people are going to leave the show anyway after 10 seasons. All right. Let me get to a couple more. The Heath question, same thing. Heath question comes up all the time. This was one that has been answered many times. And this was just typed on May the 20th. So yes, I have a question, and I've had this for a very long time. Are we ever going to find out what happened with Heath? And the comment was, it wouldn't be a Walking Dead mailbag without a Heath update. Showrunner Angela Kang has confirmed that Heath was taken by or joined the helicopter community that took Rick. Rumors about his disappearance became louder when fans spotted his trailer in Jada's junkyard 2 years ago. So it's possible we will see him in the Rick movies. I don't think it's possible. I think it is. It's going to happen. Question. Are we going to see the tiniest glimpse of Rick or Maggie in Season 10? So, probably not Rick, since it's widely thought that he'll only return for the movies. Maggie, however, could very possibly return. Lauren has repeated that Maggie's story is not finished, and Angela has admitted in interviews she'd love to see Maggie return sometime next season. With the unfortunate cancellation of ABC's Whiskey Cavalier, it's more possible than ever. So Maggie. And I'm going to end with this question. It's going to be a little shorter stream tonight. We're going to keep it about 45 minutes because we are going to stream multiple times during the week, so we're not going to do hour and a half long streams. But I thought this would be a good one to end on. Who was making radio contact? Which means they know. And they said, can't reveal that now, but we can remind you that Angela has promised to get that in Season 10. Since that might be a disappointing answer, we conducted a Twitter poll just for you. So this is what the fans think. 39% said it's the helicopter community. 38% said the Commonwealth. 5% said the Whisperers. I don't think so. And 18% said it's someone else. So I'm going to ask you once again, who is on the radio? I know Wilson had said he thinks it could be Alicia because we haven't got to that time skip yet. And I'm going to read a couple comments here. And I do, you know what? I just caught that comment too. So Green Team, I'm going to read Leslie Wyatt's comment. Speaking of milking it, Heath is on a milk carton now. I would love to see a conclusion to Heath or an update. So that's a Fluff Salisbury worthy comment. So what do you guys think? You guys think the Heath milk, tying it into the milk carton, is it worthy of our second Kills coin? Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. I certainly would vote on it. All right, very nice. So Leslie Wyatt, you are the second recipient of the Kills coin. Can only be redeemed on Freestyle Friday. If you guys don't know what Freestyle Friday is, Freestyle Friday it's one of our more fun streams. We start with the Walking Dead topic. We will do, if you're a Patreon, I do Patreon comments, so we give away Kills coins. It's a virtual currency, but we have actual super chatters. So the super chatters control the comments. We'll start with a Walking Dead comment, and then it's anything. It's totally freestyle. So Will the Bill or Fluff or somebody will freestyle. Tom Bug Ferreira will change the topic. But if you have a kills coin, it's like a free super chat. It's like a free topic change. So if I call on you, then you have to change the topic and give us something to talk about. But with a kills coin, you can assign that to someone else, and then they have to come up with a topic. So we go all over the place. It's good networking, and you learn a lot about the 999 Army, and we have a lot of fun hanging out. So that's what we got going on. So tomorrow, everybody, we're going to do Fear the Walking Dead. We're going to do our bold predictions for the week. If you have seen the spoilers, please do not mention the spoilers in your bold predictions of what's going to go on in week number 1. It ruins it for everybody. We will have spoilers probably Thursday night that we will post. Friday night we'll do Freestyle Friday. And then, of course, Sunday we're going to do our countdown and also reactions. So I want to say thank you. Appreciate all of you guys being here. Hopefully you had a relaxing holiday. I know when I'm not streaming for a couple days, I miss each and every one of you. So it is good to be back. And I will be here tomorrow night, so we'll do this again. Thanks for everything that you guys do. Before we close this thing down, I want to give a shout out to all the patrons in the top left-hand corner. The patrons support this channel through a third-party website. We have an amazing support group. Thank you for everything that you guys do. You make the channel growth possible, and you support a lot of very unfortunate little kittens. So thank you for everything that you guys do. You see the people in green. They are our channel members. So they get some cool emojis as well, and also the super chatters. Thank you for everything that you guys did tonight, and the moderators, Emmy, Steph, Tommy, Kells. Shout out to all the mods. You guys can do me a quick favor and spam them. And to everybody else, I want to thank you for everything that you guys do, and I will see you tomorrow night, 9:30. Have a good night. Peace.